What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 2 my NHL 22 Seattle Kraken Franchise Mode Series. If you guys missed the first episode, we actually made the playoffs in our first ever season. Unfortunately, though, we did not win the Stanley Cup. We were actually a first round exit. Tampa Bay there, putting up the three-peat. I cannot believe that. Absolute dynasty. But things looking pretty good for us. Jordan Eberle there, averaging almost 2 points per game so far in the preseason. Our team status there is buyer. We made some really nice moves in the free agency. We got, I think, the best forward and best defenseman available. So I like our chances this season. We got Gaudreau, Wenberg, and Schwartz there on the first line. No chemistry boost, but still a solid first line. Eberle, Gordon, Yamamoto on the second get a +1. Perron, McCann, Lind, very solid third line and a +2. We then have Brown, Appleton, and Donskoy in the fourth line. No chemistry boost, but just like the third line, I think it's very solid. Defensively here, so Giordano, Letang, top pair get a +5. That's insane. Playing like a 93 and a 92. They're both older. Giordano's 39 years old now, Letang 35, but hopefully they can kill it for us. Then on the second pair, I'm really excited to see how these two do. We have Hayden Fleury and Cale Fleury, the two brothers. Bottom pair, Vince Dunchlowski getting a +1. In goal, we have Grubauer starting. DiPietro now backing him up. Got him for really cheap in free agency. For some reason, Canucks let him go. So really happy with how the team looks. I saw someone comment how my team's not even the Seattle Kraken anymore after 1 year, which made no sense to me. We have the same starting goaltender. I think we have 8 of the same forwards, and then we actually have all the same defensemen apart from Letang. So I don't know about that one. I feel like we made the moves we needed to make this team better. Now in regards to the special teams, the first power play unit here actually gets a +2, so really happy with that. Second unit, no boost, but looks pretty solid. 4-man here is a 0 and a -1. I feel like it's tougher to get chemistry boosts on special teams this year. PK is +2 and 0, and then 3-man there is a 0 and a -1. So overall, like I said, really happy with how this team looks. AHL team here as well. Top 6, you got Meredy, Beniers, and Hosang on the first line at a +2. Really hoping that'll help Beniers grow. He'll have an awesome rookie season next year. Maligan, Bastian, Svechnikov on the second. You can see lots of high 70s there. Xavier Bourgault even on the fourth line has medium top 6. He should be a nice piece to the AHL team. Defensively here, Maher's an 81, Seuss is an 80, so I might trade both those guys because, I mean, obviously, we won the Calder Cup our first year. Forgot to mention that. It would be nice to go back to back, but if we could get like, a third, maybe second round pick from those two, that'd be pretty nice. Goaltending wise, Joey Decord's our starter still. Ian Scott backing him up. So AHL team looking to repeat. We'll see if that happens or not. Also, too, a couple things I wanted to show you guys. The first, I think I was talking about in another video, but I wanted to see if Carolina kept Kotkaniemi or not. He was never in free agency, so I feel like they did. And yes, they did. He's actually making just under $6 million. So they got him $200K cheaper there for 1 year. Surprised even making that much, honestly, as an 83. Also, too, something I was thinking about after the episode ended, but as a Seattle Kraken, being a new franchise and everything, we are literally writing the record book for this team. So right now you can see all-time point leader, Eberle 71. At the bottom, goals there, Schwartz 33. So very curious to see what this looks like at the end of the franchise 10 years from now. Hopefully, there's some pretty tough records to beat. I'm going to show you guys the offense, defense, and goaltending ratings for this team before we start the sim here. So our offense rating there is 93, defense 92, and goaltending 86. Brant Clark's already an 83 for LA Kings and playing in the NHL. That's pretty cool. He's actually got an X factor. Too, before I forget, if you guys missed the last episode, I'll show you the captaincy as well quick for this team. Finally gave Giordano the C. Last year, I just believe he wore an A. And then we have Eberle and Letang as the other two alternates. So we're going to start now with the sim, guys. Hopefully, this team can play well. I feel like if by the trade deadline we're not clearly like a contender, I might just try and tank for Bedard. We'll see what happens. Just got a trade over here from the Flyers. Want to give us Scott Lawton for Vishnevsky, who's medium top 6, and Ian Scott. Lawton's making $3 million for 4 more years, and I don't think he's that high rated, so I feel like this would actually just be a bad contract. Yeah, 81. Definitely saying no to that one. I actually just got a pretty decent offer from the Ducks here, guys. They wanted Tony Honka and a 4th for a 3rd rounder. I don't even think he's starting for us in AHL, so I'm going to say yes to that. Basically, moved up a round for free. And we're now at the end of December here, guys. The record of 19, 15, and 1. And a week and a half ago, we had a lot better record. We were 19, 11, and 1. Since then, we've lost 4 straight. So I'm not sure what's been going on. Maybe the guys got started on the Christmas festivities a little too early. Gaudreau, though, playing really well. Almost a point per game there. 33 and 35. Second in the division, only behind the Flames. So good to see we're still in a good spot. Again, if we didn't lose those 4 games in a row, we might be ahead of the Flames. I just realized, too, we actually have 3 games in hand on them. So yeah, we're still in a pretty good spot. Hopefully we can turn around this losing skid and get back on track. Alright, guys, we're at the trade deadline now with a pretty good record, I think. 35, 20, and 5. First in division as well. We have 75 points. I'm not sure how much our lead is. 6 points down the Canucks. And we have 2 games in hand. Gaudreau's got a point per game right now. 31 goals, 29 assists. So we're playing really well. The Avalanche 84. Lightning 89. Wow, so Lightning, if they get the quad, if they do the Islanders 4 in a row, I don't even know. So at the deadline here, we're definitely buyers. I'm looking to make a splash. I think we already have too many wins to try and tank for Bedard or Michkov. Evgeny Malkin, That would be crazy. 90 overall. The value's not that high, but again, with the new values, it's tough to say. Brent Burns there. We were looking at him. He's on the block now. It's pretty low, but I feel like probably got good enough offensive defenseman now with Letang. Fleury's available as well. I think we're good with Grubauer. Carlson, Sharks are trying to get rid of some big contracts. Adam Pelech there. Ryan Pollock. Islanders 2 top D-man. What the heck? Matt Dumba. Andre Palat, who's actually signed with Nashville. Same with Josh Anderson. Jesse Puljujarvi there on the Leafs. Never signed a contract. I was actually thinking about maybe offering Puljujarvi in the summer if we didn't get Gaudreau, but once we did, I felt like our top 6 was already good enough. Maybe we'll circle back around to that idea this coming offseason. Just got an offer here from the Islanders. Ryan Pollock and Parise for Xavier Bourgault and 2 second-round picks. That's not a bad offer. Bourgault, though, medium top 6, 2 seconds. Ryan Pollock's pretty good. 20 years old, 86 overall. Oh, man. This is going to be tough. $5.3 million for 4 years. Like, that's not that bad of a contract. We'd have to break up the Fleury brothers if we do this. 2 seconds. I feel like I'd rather hold on to my assets right now. If I'm going to get somebody out of the team, I think I'd rather add them cheap. Also, too, guys, one thing I just remembered that I wanted to show you at the beginning of the episode was all the trade values for our players. You can see Johnny Gaudreau there has the most on the team, and it doesn't look like a lot, but again, that's actually like a decent amount. Matthew Savoy there, Matthew Beniers. I feel like the 2 Matthews, 1 and 2 centers, is like the future of this team. Beniers is an 80 already. Savoy there is 76. Let's see how he's doing in junior this season. Oh my god, he's tearing it up. 75 points in 52 games. Beniers was also having a really good season in the AHL. 44 goals, 23 assists. So 67 points there in 60 games. And I mean, look at this. Letang's gone down in rating to an 86. That sucks. Luckily, 1 year left. So I mean, we can sign him for free. And I think if he's having a decent season, he might bounce back up. That's usually how that works. In terms of our draft picks there, we have 2 seconds. Got the one from the Jets. We have 2 fourths, 2 fifths. I mean, I think we're pretty set here. At the draft in terms of late picks. Hopefully we can get lucky. And we just got another offer here, guys. This one's from the Nashville Predators. Josh Anderson for 2 second-round picks. Now, it shows both picks being identical, so I have to see what's going on here. Seattle Kraken, second round, 2023. Seattle Kraken, second round, 2023. What is going on? Okay, so it's kind of the Winnipeg Jets as the Seattle Kraken pick, so I guess just a little mess up there. I don't think I want to do this. Wow, Anderson's actually gone up to an 86. That's pretty good. Because remember last year he was like an 81 with this big contract. Wow, that's pretty good. He's a power forward, so he'd probably help out the chemistry. Says he fits on all penalty killing lines. No mention about our 5-on-5 lines. Just got another offer here. Bonino in a 5th for 2 seconds. How good is Bonino? Justify 2 seconds. At 84. And he's cheaper, but yeah, that's a hard no. So I was thinking about it, guys, and rather than trading for Josh Anderson, who's 86 overall, which is pretty solid, but we have a lot of mid-80 forwards, Schwartz, Perron, Wenberg, Eberle, Gord. I'd rather go for a superstar. I have Kenny Malkin on the block. Let's try and get him. 1 year left, 90 overall. We look like a good team. Imagine we could win the Cup year 2. He's got the X factor there. Let's go for it. First round pick, I'm hoping it's 32nd overall. Vishnevsky here is medium top 6, but he's 51 at 18, so he's going to need some crazy growth to actually, make the NHL. Donskoy, $3.9 million is just a cap dump. I feel like we're really not giving up that much here to get Kenny Malkin on a rental. We'll see what the Penguins say. Trades rejected. Wow. Isn't sufficient at all. I feel like, again, a good prospect. You're going to first try adding something small on top. All right, guys, we're going to add Mahura here. 24 years old, 81 overall. He's solid, but he's in the AHL right now, so doesn't really, do much for the NHL team. If he gets us Malkin, I think we sign him for free. It's definitely worth it. And trades accepted. There we go. So, Evgeny Malkin is a Seattle Kraken. That's crazy. Who would have guessed that'd be the team he gets traded to? I know there's always, been trade rumors with him. Ryan Pollock got traded. Interesting. Once he did, Adam Pelech got taken off the market. Anderson already got traded. Okay, we cannot get him, and now Palat's off the market. I saw he got paid something like $8 million in free agency. That's just crazy. I'll still look around. There's a bit of time left, and see what else is out there, but very happy Malkin on the team. And the trade deadline is now complete, guys. I was looking around to make another trade, but didn't really see something that worked. So our last trade that went down, Colorado got Mark Jankowski, a couple of fourths there for Oscar Olsen, Ben Pecker. Edmonton gets Nick Bonino and Cal Clutterbuck for Raphael Lavoie and Dmitry Samorikov. Are you kidding me? Two of their best prospects for Bonino and Clutterbuck. I don't know about that one, Holland. Bluger there goes to the Blues. Pittsburgh gets its 2 second-round picks, plus 2 others. What a return for Teddy Bluger. Penguins are definitely, I don't know if they're full rebuild, but they're sellers at this deadline. Phil Kessler goes back to Arizona. Must have signed with the Islanders last summer. Evan Rodriguez there goes to Boston. Of course, our trade for Malkin, Derek Brassard, Brian Dumoulin to the Blackhawks. Pittsburgh got a 2nd and a 3rd. I think that's a pretty good return for those guys. Mayfield there to the Stars with a 3rd and a 5th. Islanders get a 2nd, Pastula and a 5th. Scott Lawton there goes to the Coyotes. Sawgard actually goes to Flyers. Pretty good goalie prospect. Buffalo here, weird trade. They get a second, a third, and a goalie prospect for a second and a D prospect. Josh Anderson actually went to Arizona. Nashville got 2 seconds there in corner from them. Wow, this is a big one. Denisenko to Ottawa from Minnesota for a second, a third, and a goalie. That's a really good return, I think, for Denisenko. He should turn out to be a great player. Another weird trade, bunch of picks and a couple prospects between Calgary and Columbus. Bray McNabb there goes to Washington. Toronto got Alexander Morozov in a third. I think that's another prospect trade. Arizona there gets Lassie Thompson and Sawgard from Ottawa, so that's how they got Sawgard for 2/3 and 2 others. I hope the 2 others are pretty good prospects because Thompson and Sawgard, I think, are medium top 4 D and medium starter goalie. Pollock and Gustafsson go to the Devils. For Luke Hughes, wow. The Devils traded Luke Hughes for Ryan Pollock. I mean, Ryan Pollock is a good defenseman. I'm glad I didn't trade for him because Luke Hughes is an expensive price, but I kind of wish I did now because what was it, 2 seconds for us and I think something else? I could have flipped that for Luke Hughes. Oh my goodness, I wish I did that. Cogliano here on waivers, but pretty sure he's like a 78. Yeah, I'm going to decline that. And look at that, guys. Malkin already has 73 points so far in the regular season. I'm thinking he'll be a big help to this team. So after that trade for Malkin, guys, our team is looking real nice. I'm going to show you the lines next here. First line, you got Johnny Gaudreau, Evgeny Malkin, Yanni Gorgan at +1. I'm really hoping Malkin and Gaudreau are a sick duo for us. Eberle, Wenberg, Yamamoto on the second line get a +1. Perron, McCann, Schwartz on the third get a +2. And then we have Lynn, Appleton, Brown, very solid fourth line. I noticed too, we actually have 2 former Blues wingers on our third line and then 2 former Oilers wingers on our second. Kind of just funny how that works out. Defensively, of course, is the exact same. You can see the +5 on the top D pair. We've also now got a +5 on the first power play unit with Malkin on it. Eberle, Gaudreau, Wenberg with Tang. So hopefully our power play is even better now. Second unit there still looks fine. We actually, I think, have better chemistry all throughout somehow now. Malkin on the 4-man power play gets a +2. The PK is +2 and 0. The 3-man still 0 and -1. But yeah, Malkin came in, really helped out our chemistry. So hopefully, he's the difference maker between us going home the second round and winning the Stanley Cup. Let's see what happens. Okay, guys, this is insane. We haven't lost since we traded for Malkin. Oh, I jinxed it. Should have lost to Vegas. But I don't know if you saw it there. Oilers, Vegas, Calgary, we were, 6-0 after the trade deadline. Then took a shootout loss to Vegas, but still, pretty hot start there after the deadline. Alright guys, we had a pretty good run after the deadline. We finished 49, 27, and 6. Unfortunately, just like, was it at the deadline or no? I think it was at the Christmas break. We lost 4 straight. We just did it again to end the regular season. So we needed 1 more win to hit 50, 4 games remaining, and we lost every single game. Are you kidding me? So still though, successful year, 49, 27, and 6. I believe we won the division. 104 points. Again, just rattled we couldn't hit 50 wins. Avalanche there, 109. Maple Leafs, 108. Same with Lightning. They're both doing crazy. Metro there. Penguins still won the division after trading away Malkin and a bunch of other guys. That's impressive. So they sold off dudes, still going to the playoffs. Malcolm there, speaking of him, 102 points, 83 games. That is incredible. We'll see how everyone else did. I definitely would like to bring him back if it's possible. He even played an extra game there with the way the schedule worked out. I'm curious too. I know it's glitching right now, like it doesn't show you which teams you played for, but okay, I do see 21 games for us. He had 29 points. Pretty happy with that. Very happy with our acquisition in him. Gaudreau, 88 and 82. That's really good. Letang, 65 there. Wenberg, 64. Same with Yamamoto. He's definitely jumping up from 83. And we have him on a 2-year deal, so don't have to give him a raise quite yet. Gord there, pretty solid season, 63 as well. Same with Schwartz. Wow. So we have 5 guys there, all mid-60s. Eberle as well, pretty close, 62. Malcolm Gaudreau leading the way. Perron at 50 points. Pretty big drop off there to McCann, 29. But still, we had some pretty good players this year. Goaltending-wise, Grubauer, .915 to 2.69. Nice, I'll take that. DiPietro's numbers there as a backup aren't too bad either. AHL team, Beniers, 94 points, 81 games. He had 60 goals in the AHL. Oh my goodness, he's 80 overall right now. This dude's jumping up. He's got to be at least an 84, I think, for next season. Hosang, 77. I think that's a big reason why he's helping out Beniers. Bastion, 57. Nolligan, 56. Merity there, 53. Same as Svechnikov. Dugan, 51. And Susi. Wow, Susi had 50 points in the AHL as a defensive defenseman, 45 assists. You'd love to see that. Goalies in the AHL, Decord, .898, 2.68. That's not great, but Ian Scott is a god. 20 wins, 2 losses. 1 OT loss, 5 shouts, a .934 and a 1.57. Are you kidding me? He only played 25 games. He better win the goalie award in the AHL. Decord, his contract's up. Ian Scott's the new starter in the A. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize he was playing that great. I'll take a look here in the entire NHL next. See where Malkin finished, I guess. Same with Gaudreau. Crosby there led the league in scoring. It's like, you know what? If you're going to trade away Malkin and a bunch of other guys, I'll just carry this team to the playoffs, and you got to respect him for that. Stammer there, 104. Kucherov, 103. Those two probably on the same line, just going off. Malkin 4th in scoring. We'll take that. Sagan, Kane, Matthews, 98 with 57 goals. I thought maybe Malkin's 52 would have been enough. Let's see. 3rd place. Ovechkin, actually, 58 goals. Only had 92 points. We'll check defenseman next here. Carlson had 83. That's crazy, just how much he goes off. Doughty, 82. Bounces right back up to 90 overall, even after EA lowered his rating. Fox there, what's he up to? A 91. That's crazy. I'll check rookie skaters next. Quentin Byfield, 69 points. Nice. Very good season for him. He's at 88 already in his rookie year. That's incredible. Samuel Pickenen, I think he was one of the made-up guys. Yeah, went 2nd overall in the draft there. Lundell looks pretty good. Shane Wright, what's he up to? An 85 as well. I know some people want to see the goalie stats. Peter Mrazek led the league in wins with 40. .909 and 2.81. I wonder if he'll get the Vezina. I mean, those pretty good stats. Frank, who's there on the Avs, also put up some crazy numbers. Guys you wouldn't really expect. Bobrovsky on Buffalo. So he had to turn around that team all on his own. That's pretty nuts. So we'll take a look here and just see where we finished the entire league. Goals for, goals against, all that good stuff. I don't like how it's alphabetical now opposed to just entire league at the top. I feel like I keep missing it. So Carlo there won the President's Trophy. We finished 6th in the league, though. I feel like we'll take that. See if any undeserving teams. Oh, wow. Detroit and Ottawa, 12th and 13th, respectively, don't make the playoffs. That's, oh my goodness. And then 21st LA does. If I'm Detroit or Ottawa, I am just fuming. And Anaheim there, last in the league, 65. Arizona, second last, 68. Honestly, the bottom 3 teams could really be the bottom 3 teams in real life this year. So goals for, Toronto first, 316. I felt like we had some really good scoring. Like 5 guys, 60-plus points. When we finished there. 7th in scoring with 281. Goals against. We were the best team. Wow, that's awesome. So Grubauer is going to get the William Jennings Trophy, 231. How did our power play do? 30 power play goals. Not great. What is that? We're actually 4th worst. So I'm thinking we got to keep Malkin as I gave our power play a +5, and seeing how bad our power play was, I think it'll really help us. Also, too, guys, wanted to quickly check the AHL just to see where we finished. I know we were playing pretty well. I think I'm still sorted on something other than points. Wow. Yeah, 122 points for the AHL team. 75 win percentage. They went off. So maybe they will win back-to-back Calder Cups. We'll see who we're playing here in the first round. It's either going to be the Sharks or the Kings. And it is the San Jose Sharks. Okay, I feel like we're 1 year in now. We can probably take a look at their line, see how the team's changed. I feel like the first year, you pretty much know exactly what it is. Alright, so first line, players already have on the team. I see Kane's actually got an X Factor. Is that wheels Kane has? Interesting, because Kane's really not that fast. Actually, he might not have it, because it's based on your Pro Scout, I guess. And there's a 50-50 chance he has wheels, so I don't think he has it. I don't rock any Pro Scouts, I just go all Amateur Scouts, trying to get the best prospects possible. Victor Rask, there's 83. They got Spets on the team now, same with Yolanin. Heinen there. I don't think they traded for in the offseason. Defensively, they added Robert Haig, Hanola as well. Right, Hanola, pretty good trade. Allen and Reimer. Okay, so I mean, the team looks a little bit different. Does it look better than it does right now in real life? I think it does, so we'll see what happens here. I definitely like our team better. First 2 games will be at home in Seattle. I guess it's the Battle of the Sea Creatures here. And that's not good. The Shark is beating the Kraken. 5-2 loss, 4-3 OT loss. Heading to San Jose. 4-2 win. Come on, let's bounce back. Tie the series up. 3-1 loss, not good. We have to win the next 3 straight. I don't want to be a first-round exit again. And we're not, we're not yet. 4-0 shutout win. Can we force Game 7? Yeah, I jinxed it. When I said we're not, I got too excited. I knew that was going to happen. AHL team, sweep Manitoba in the first round. Okay, let's see. Can they repeat Texas Stars? I think, did they just sweep them? They did. They're 7-0 right now in the playoffs. Let's go. San Diego Gulls up next here in the conference final. See what happens there. No sweep, but we take them in 5, and we got the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins in the Stanley Cup final. Or sorry, the Calder Cup final. What am I saying right now? You know what? Let's go to 7th game, because maybe we could actually watch it if we can win. And we won it, and I wasn't thinking. You can tell I'm a little flustered right now from that first round exit. Our AHL team wins back-to-back Calder Cups, beats the Penguins there in 5. I was thinking I'd watch the celebration to see if it's different, but I'm sure it's the Stanley Cup celebration, but with the Calder Cup in place of the Stanley Cup. That's pretty incredible. As an expansion team, you have a lot less prospects, less AHL players, and our guys found a way to win back-to-back Calder Cups. Beniers there, point per game, 18 and 17. You love to see that. And Buffalo and Vancouver is the current Stanley Cup final. Malkin there has a point per game. They're going to Game 7. There's no way. Winnipeg Jets fire their head coach. Oilers fire their head coach. Vancouver wins it. I was going to say if Buffalo wins the Cup, are you kidding me? I guess, you know what, Eichel is still on their team in this. So we can take a look now at the awards playoff tree, see how everything went down. Canucks there, swept the Oilers, beat the Sharks in 6, swept the Stars, of course beat the Sabres in 7. Sabres swept the Penguins, Capitals in 6, then beat the Leafs in 7. Pretty sure the Leafs were the best team in the East. Pretty impressive run there from the Sabres. Checking out awards next here. Tampa Bay finally doesn't win it. Actually, I want to quickly check. So the Leafs there beat them in the second round in 6. I was wondering like who finally stopped Tampa. And even though it was the Maple Leafs, they couldn't get the job done and take home that Stanley Cup. Toronto there though did get the President's Trophy. Take a look at individual awards next here. Crosby, of course, with the Art Ross. Stamkos, though, got the Hart. Kind of weird because Kucherov was like third in scoring, where I didn't see any other Penguins. And we know that Penguins traded away a bunch of guys. Crosby deserved the Hart there, I think, for sure. James Norris there goes to Carlson. Kane gets the Lady Byng. Byfield, Calder, well-deserved. Peterson, Conn Smythe. Grubauer, though, got the Vezina Trophy. Awesome to see that. I didn't know if you'd get it because I didn't think his stats were that crazy. Didn't have the most wins or anything, but we have a Vezina Trophy winner now. Pretty cool. That's the first NHL award we've gotten. And, of course, we already know he won the William Jennings Trophy. Edler there gets the Bill Masterton. I think that's back-to-back years the Red Wings won it. Dallas coach Jack Adams, O'Reilly, Selke, Stammer, Ted Lindsay, and then Matthews there, of course, Maurice Richard. Like I said, Crosby definitely got robbed of the Hart. Taking a look at the AHL next. Team awards, Calder Cup back-to-back years. Pacific Palm Springs Hockey Club. Never existed. We come in and just start running the league. I feel like the Danbury Trashers right now. Out of nowhere, just one of the best teams in the league. Checking the individual AHL awards next. Beniers there had the most points. Makes a lot of sense. Also got the MVP. He's definitely making the jump to NHL next season. Also had most goals. That was the second time he's done that. Miro Shevchenko there on the Red Wings gets Rookie of the Year. Pretty cool. Mete, best D-man. Surprised he wasn't in the NHL. Hill there, best goalie. Decord, MVP of the playoffs. I said I was going to let him go, but Ian Scott had unreal numbers for us regular season. Beniers also won sportsmanship. There's a Murmis guy, though, got the community involvement. And then Aiden Hill there, lowest goals again. So Beniers, most points, MVP, most goals, and sportsmanship. Not a bad year for him. And the Minnesota Wild jump up from 4-1 to win Connor Bedard. Assuming they take him, maybe they'll go Michkov. And Philly jumps from 6-2, so they're getting a great player either way. Tough for Anaheim and Arizona as they both drop down. Retirements are coming next. We'll take a quick look. I feel like Chara has to retire because I don't think he did last season. I feel like at this point, he's still going. Or unless, did he retire? Maybe I'm forgetting. Erickson, Kessler, a bunch of LTIR guys. Nielsen, Como, Soderberg, Richardson, Chris Russell there, Abdelkader. Chris Russell had an X Factor, probably for blocking shots. Goalies, Devin Dubnyk. That's about it. The Hamburger there as well. So we're entering the draft now, guys. I feel like the first pick shouldn't be on the block for Minnesota, and it's not. Neither is Flyers' second pick. And Michkov, currently ranked above Bedard. Bedard's a gem, though. I really appreciate that. We know he's a franchise player, and you're telling me he's a gem. Any other gems? Ooh, actually quite a bit. Braden Yeager there, 9th overall, is a gem. Yeah, we know he's medium elite. 84, though. That's nice. Yui there, 67. We have 2 second-rounders. The thing is, though, 63, I don't think we can get him. We should be able to get LeBlanc, though. Bedard, that's such a joke of a gem. And that guy there is a bust. Check potentials. Anything guaranteed late. Cyberson 86, 50-50 high elite. People say that's not 50-50, but I mean, I don't know what else you call that. 2 dashes. That just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so looks like, yeah, we're definitely going to have to hope we get lucky in this draft. Could try and make a move on Bedard. I feel like chances of that happening, though, are so low. Terrence Strombolopoulos. Is this because of, like, George Strombolopoulos, like the television host or whatever? I feel like there was never a player with that name actually in the NHL or any league, to be honest. And actually, guys, I just realized I'm such an idiot. For some reason, I was thinking a 63rd pick was an early second. It's actually an early third, so we can get both these gems. That's probably what I'm just going to do with the 2 seconds. Assuming we can't somehow get first pick here from Minnesota to get Connor Bedard. Okay, I was wondering too, like, what's the first overall worth in terms of trade value? That's what it's worth. So, equal trade value. Wow. Gaudreau, Savoy, Beniers, does that equal it? That's more than it. Okay, so fair enough, but that thing's got a lot of value. Like, I'm curious, looking at draft picks, it's around between the U and the E. Okay, so what do we think? Let's look at Colorado because they have so many good players. So you'd have to give up... Wow, how is McKinnon? 95 overall? Oh, he's got 1 year left. He might go to UFA. I was going to say, how is he not at the top? You'd have to give up Rantanen plus Landeskog, it looks like, to have a chance at the first overall, because it's not even on the blocks. That means you have to pay even more. I guess that's relatively good value, but the fact that Bedard's franchise, it should probably be worth more, I think. We'll take a chance here, though. See if we can make a trade happen. 45 seconds left. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's just... Best offer. What can we do here? I feel like the seconds don't even help. Let's do 2 first-round picks, 2024, 2025, plus Matthew Savoy. So let's just start with that. It's pretty equal. Trade's rejected. I'm happy they rejected it. You know what? I don't even know if I want Bedard. I feel like it's almost cheating. Yamamoto's up to an 86 now. Do we throw him in to get Connor Bedard? 2 first, Savoy, Yamamoto. I don't know if... I feel like we have to. Trade rejected. Okay, I'm glad it's rejected. We're going to let Minnesota take Bedard. And they take Michkov. Whatever. Sim pick. Philly there gets Bedard. He's only a 79. Interesting. As Bedard actually starts out 1 overall higher than Michkov with the same potential. So I guess Michkov just simmed better in their 2 prior draft years. We're going to sim right now, guys, to our pick, number 40. Take a quick look at the rest of the first round. Jane's there. Comes out 84 medium elite. Okay, so I guess I have to increase Bedard and Michkov's overall after this franchise. Got to make them both, like, start as like a mid to high 70, I think. I feel like these two need to be mid 80s out of the draft, like literally 85 each, so maybe could even make them low 80s, honestly. Rutu there, 81 medium elite, same with Ross. Vrana's 65 high top 6. Flames, though, get a medium elite, same with Winnipeg and Strombolopoulos. Jaeger, of course, we know is a medium elite player. Any more medium elites? Does not look like it. Okay, so hopefully our scouts did a good job. Maybe it turns out one of these gems is actually medium elite. So the first one, Bradley Yui here. Playing in the SHL, I believe that is. Low top 6, 61. We reached on him. I thought, our scouts said he was a gem. I guess that wasn't the pick. Ooh, high starter goalie. 25th pick in the second round by the Blackhawks. That's pretty nice, honestly. So we'll take the next gem here. Again, this is really early, but, like, he's a gem. Let's get it over with. 53 medium top 6. It's not too bad. Like, low rated, but medium top 6 in the second is pretty good value. So our next pick here, guys, in the third round, I was doing a quick look. Didn't seem like any medium elites were getting taken. Sorted by potential. This guy, goalie, 50-50 medium elite. Scouts like him. Come on, Fran from Norway. Let's go! 57 overall medium elite goalie. That's what I'm talking about. We needed that. I'm pretty happy, honestly, with this draft. No first rounder. Low top 9. Guaranteed low top 6 defenseman in Madsen. This German defenseman they like. Do we know anything about him? Good work ethic. 5 years out, though. Is that guaranteed? Yeah, guaranteed, or pretty sure he's 5 years out. I'd rather take a risk, I think, on a medium elite guy. All these guys are guaranteed 5 years out. I mean, they still could be medium elite, but they're going to be crazy low overall. You know what? There's 4 guys here who are 50-50 medium top 6. Let's take a chance on them. Tomu, Harkinen. Come on. Medium bottom 6, that's alright. I know we have a ton of mid-rounds here, so I feel like we have better odds on the guys who might be medium top 6, opposed to the guys who, like, there's a sliver of a chance they're medium elite. Xavier Schremp, kind of like his name. Medium bottom 6, come on. We have 4 of them. We can just hit on 1. Let's go with Vasilayev next here. Winger, medium, they're all medium bottom 6, come on. Yeah, I think we gotta get lucky once here. So the last 50-50 medium top 6, Sawyer Green. And he's also medium bottom 6. Literally all 4 of them were. That's tough. I think now, swing for the fences. Why get a guaranteed 7th D or something? Might as well take a chance on an elite guy. I feel like the goalie probably gives us the best chance. Although they do like Louis Rice. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Yep, 50 overall medium bottom 6. Never getting an NHL contract. 7th rounder here. Another swing for the fences. 1 left. I mean, the fact he's got a game face, I know he's not elite, though. So let's go with the winger. 50-50 low elite. Medium bottom 6. Alright, so our late picks weren't great, but we got the goalie. As you guys can see there, we made a ton of picks this draft. So who knows, maybe one of the medium bottom 6 guys will actually turn into like a low 80. Probably not, but you never know. And we're now at the re-sign phase with $28 million in cap space. Pretty good amount of money to work with. Malkin, though, needs a new contract. Same with Letang. 2 former Penguins. I like to keep both. Letang doesn't want to come back. I kind of need him to come back. He's part of that +5 power play. Malkin does want to come back. 8.4 for 91. He's 36. That's still very reasonable, especially based on his production. We'll see if he takes a bit of a pay cut. We'll try, I don't know, it's usually like the 90% rule they say. Not sure if that's the case in this game. We'll try 7.5. I think 8 for sure gets it done. Letang doesn't want one, but I'm sure if we pay him enough, he'll come back. 36. Ooh, that's so risky. He's 87, so like I said, he dropped, then he's come back up a bit. He had a pretty good year, 50 points. Dang, that's It's tough. That's a tough decision to make. Giordano here wants to come back. He's only an 83 now. He's 39 years old. He's pushing 40. We'll do 1 year for the captain. We'll try 3.75. I don't know if he's top. I mean, I guess with Letang he's a +5, so I guess I'll still bring him back if it's that cheap. Dustin Brown, he was on our 4th line. Beniers is making the team. 1.5 though is pretty cheap. Power forward. Might be worth it. The Fleury brothers, we gotta keep them both. Let's try 3 years, 2.2 for Hayden. And for Kale, let's try 3 years at 2.5. I think he might do that. Vince Dunn's now at 81. Wants 2.6 million. I'm wondering, do we have someone from the AHL coming up? Because Vince Dunn didn't really do much for our like special teams or anything. Susie there's done. Rathbone could become an 80. Same with Luke Johansson. Honka's done. Susie here, 80 overall, only wants 775k. That is an easy contract. So I'm going to simulate 1 day and kind of see what happens here with some of the offers we've already made. Alright guys, that's huge. So Malkin's coming back. Haney took a pay cut. Susie there as well. Giordano rejects. Wants us to change the duration. Pangeli's 41. Come on. Hayden Fleury accepts. Same with Kale Fleury, so we got the both brothers coming back. Still have $18 million to work with. I feel like we can definitely fit Letang in. It's just like it's risky. He's 36 years old. Thing is too, like we get +5 with him and Giordano. Once Giordano's gone, we don't get the +5. Let's try 1 year, 9 mil for Letang. Giordano, let's try 1 year, and we'll give him what he wants. We'll give him one year, 4.2. So it's 13 million for the two of them. Leaves us with $5 million for free agency. I don't know if it's worth it for Vince Dunn when we have Susie there making no money, and Rathbone could also end up being 81. I feel like the Fleury brothers we gotta keep. Cholowski's 1 overall higher. Dunn's just kind of the odd man out. So I'm gonna let Dunn go. Could have probably traded him for a 5th or a 6th. What are you gonna do though? If I keep him, Mason Appleton actually comes with 13th forward, but honestly I think that's okay, as I think this is our 4th line here. With Beniers making the team, McCann, Eberle, Gord, Wenberg, Schwartz, Perron, one of those guys is gonna get traded because we can't have them on the 4th line. They're making too much money. So yeah, we'll sign Brown then. Trade one of those guys. I think honestly, David Perron, who's getting up there, makes the most sense. 1 year there for Brown, who's 38. I'm trying to think of like who played on lines for us. McCann was PK. Eberle was on the +5 power play. Yeah, I feel like Perron's one of the older ones there, so I'll probably trade him for whatever we can, maybe a 2nd round pick, and then we'll actually have about $10 million in free agency if everyone accepts our offers here. Also guys, I somehow totally forgot to check our goalies. Grubauer, already know he's locked up. DiPietro though needs a new contract as the backup. Oh my gosh, he's actually gone really cheap. 775k for 2 years. That slates 26. I mean, I would even do, he probably only wants the 2 years. Let's do it. I mean, that looks like a good contract to me. I mentioned Joey Decord being let go because I want Ian Scott to be the starter after we saw the numbers he put up. Decord did win MVP of the playoffs, but he's also done growing. Scott's got a few years left to grow. Could turn into a backup goalie for us. Maybe even a starter, depending how he does. So we have to let Decord go. Give Scott the chance to start. We'll have to sign an AHL backup. I also made offers on a bunch of other AHL players. Dennis Malgin here I would have brought back with Hosang, even though they're basically done growing, but he wants over $1 million. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. We're going to let him go. Hopefully everyone says yes to their offers here. And there you go, Dustin Brown's coming back on that 1 year plan on the 4th line. Chris Letang as well. I wasn't sure if he would take the money. Good to see him back. Bastion's in the AHL. Giordano also comes back. So him and Letang will still get a +5 on that top D pair. Torinsky there, DiPietro, Luke Johansson, Svechnikov, Hosang, Melanson there. So I think everybody came back. We have 7.4 million in cap space. Like I said, probably going to trade David Perron. That's going to give us about 12 million to spend in free agency. So could still be a pretty big player, bring in a star, even if just on a short-term deal. I think Ty Ronning there, I actually wanted to give a contract to. I accidentally qualified him. But yeah, everyone's locked up. Love to see it. So we're now at the free agency period here, guys. I'm very curious to see who's available. Last year was pretty crazy. Nathan McKinnon's on the market. Are you kidding me? 27 years old, 95 overall, wants 13 million. Franchise potential. JT Miller, Tarasenko, Tyler Bertuzzi, Myers, Stahl, Gusev. Both asking for a lot of money. I feel like we basically revitalized those two's career. They're in free agency, joined our team on cheap deals, played well, and now they're making money. Wow, McKinnon. I mean, how do you not go after Nathan McKinnon? I know there's going to be some people that are going to say it's unrealistic, but he's in free agency. You go after him. That's insane. Goaltender-wise, Darcy Kemper's there. Ilya Samsonov up to an 86. Fleury, Milojevic there. I guess Red Wings let him go. That makes no sense. Anderson, Smith. Those pretty good goalies as well. I'll take a quick look here at two-way players just to see if anyone's really solid. Wow. Matthews, 20. Oh, he's an RFA, so they'll match if it's under $1 million. Dallin's already 25. Bodwin there's an RFA. Tuft, I don't know if that's how you say it, 25.77. Steenbergen, 25.77. That's not too bad. Also, Co there, 21.73. Alright, so I think I'll sign the first 3 for sure, because they're already in the 70s. The rest are just okay. Oh wow, also Tuft has high top 9. It's pretty good. Take a look at two-way goalies as well, as we know we need a... There's no way. Oh, Jesper Wallstedt's a free agent. That's why he deserves more than low league potential, because Minnesota's not letting him go. 20.74. I guess we have a tandem with him and Ian Scott in the AHL. What the heck? Come on. Come on. He's got a better potential than that. So, before we make a play on McKinnon, we obviously have to trade away Perron, and maybe more, honestly. I think Perron will do it, because we have 7.4. It'd be close. Let's just look at salaries. He's making 4.5. We could also trade away, like, Yanni Gourde, but we use him quite a bit. Like, there's a bunch of lines that he actually helps out in getting decent chem. Everly, of course, +5 on the power play. Jaden Schwartz has been such a good player for us. 63 last year, 70 the year before that. David Perron at 50, which isn't too bad. But yeah, I think let's try and trade away David Perron here, best return we can, and then go after McKinnon. Alright guys, so next time I'm offering David Perron and a 4th round pick to the Lightning for a 1st round pick. So, you know, you can't say we did him wrong. We're trading him to a dynasty team. And the value's actually been on our side, but without the 4th, I think it was slightly on Tampa Bay's. Let's see what they say to this one. Trades accepted. Wow, what a trade. An extra player for us. We actually have Tampa's 1st and 2nd round picks in the 2024 draft. That's pretty amazing. Still have a 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So pretty happy with that. Even if we don't get McKinnon, like I was saying, with Beniers jumping up, Perron, Schwartz, Gourde, Eberle, one of these guys could be 4th line. Eberle's an 83 now. That kind of sucks. But he helps us get the +5 on the 1st power play. Plus, he's on the thumbnail, so I feel like, you know, I gotta try and hold on to him for at least a little bit. I feel like he has to at least make it to the 3rd episode. Only 11.1. Even after trading Perron. Wow. 1 year could get McKinnon with that. Weird. 3 years? He's actually cheaper till he's 30. 4 years, 5 years. What? 6 years. Okay. 6 years, 11.1. We're going after Nathan McKinnon. We'll see if that does it. I don't know why that 7th year cost you $2 million per year. Very, very strange. I think 6 is closer to 1, so that's why I get it. He's still only going to be like, what, 33 at that point? And yeah, I guess we'll just sim here because we have to know what's going on with McKinnon before we can do anything else with our money. Brett Pesce just got offered to us for a 2nd and 3rd, medium top 6. Good offer, but again, let me know what's going on with McKinnon. Can't say yes. Pretty decent offer from the Vegas Golden Knights. Martinez and a 3rd for our 2nd rounder and LeBlond. Again, not a bad offer, but we got to wait and hear back from McKinnon. Tuft there says yes. Helps out the AHL team. Same with Steenbergen and Co. Wallstedt as well. Tandem with Ian Scott. I think that's going to be sick. Nathan McKinnon, come on. Come on down to Seattle. I mean, that's the 2nd best option. 2nd best option is going with Detroit. I can't blame them for that. You know, it is the hockey town. It's a good team. I'll say that. So I'm curious, what did he sign for? 13.8 they gave him. We just didn't have the money. So we'll go back to free agency now with $11 million to spend. Could maybe get a better defenseman. Keith Yandel helps with the power play, 36. I feel like our team is so old though. Travis Dermott's 26. He's an RFA as well. Same with Philip Myers. It's going to cost like a 1st rounder to get them. I don't really think it's worth it. Overall wise, Dumoulin there is a UFA. Dante Fabro is a UFA. 25 years old, 83 overall, medium top 4. UFA. Why would Nashville let him go? Wow. Yeah, I'll take this guy. 4.7 million. I'm not sure who drops out, but you got to make a play on him until he's 31. He's getting better. He doesn't only have 2 years to get better. Let's do 5 years till he's 30. 4.75. See what Fabro says. Still have about $7 million to spend. We don't have to spend all of it, but I mean, a guy like Fabro, you're definitely, you know, worth signing. Hints here is an RFA. Okay, of course he is. Teddy Bluger there got up to an 84 overall. That's how Penguins got such a nice return for him. And I just checked potential, guys. Look at this. Christian Vesalainen, 80 overall, 24 UFA. I'm thinking he'll be awesome in the AHL. 1.2 million. It costs us 200K to bury him, but we get a great player who hopefully will make our team in not too distant future. Other than that, all these guys are pretty much done growing, not really great rated, or they're RFAs there. I was thinking about it too. Really, none of these forwards make that much sense to sign since we trade away Perron because we had an extra forward. McKinnon, obviously, you're going to make an exception for, but the rest of these guys basically give us more of the same. So I'm more than fine keeping that $7 million in cap space. If we are, you know, a Stanley Cup contender again next season, could definitely use that for some big trades at the deadline, but still obviously have the cap flexibility if it is a rental next summer. Suter, definitely going to say no. Want to see what Fabro says. Adam Larson and Sherratt for a second, going to say no. We also have 2 first-round picks and 2 seconds in the next draft. Christian Vesalainen joins the team, and Dante Fabro. Wow, so that's great. And the Sharks are trying to trade us Erik Karlsson now for 2 seconds and a third. I am not taking that contract. Another huge trade offer here. Adam Pelech, a third and a fourth for Xavier Bourgault. Medium league goalie second, and Bakanov. I feel like our defense is pretty solid though. Like, we have the top pair getting +5, and then we have young guys below it that are all growing. I think I'd rather keep a hold of our other prospects and stuff. It's almost the end of summer now, and I got a trade off from the Rangers that included Condre Miller. I accidentally skipped it. You guys can see it on screen right now. I'll play it back. So I'm going to offer them LeBlanc, who we just drafted. Medium top 6, 1853. Miller's 2381. He's still got a few years left to grow. He fits all of our D pairings. I'm thinking maybe he'll make our top 6. If not, really good in the AHL. LeBlanc, I feel like Miller's just the better player. Value's not too high right now. Let's see what Rangers say to this. Trade accepted. Okay, so probably cost us a couple million. And like I said, worst case, plays top pair in the AHL. But if he has a good chemistry with someone in the NHL, he'll definitely make the team. Condre Miller only wants 1.2 million for 1 year, 1.6 for 2 million bucks for 3 years. I'm pretty sure that's less than Hayden Fleury makes. And Condre Miller's younger. I feel like that's the deal. Like, you'd think he'd grow, and even if he doesn't, that's still pretty good. So offer him like 1.8, I don't know, 1.8 for 3 years. Hopefully he grows. Great contract if he does. And there we go. Condre Miller says yes. I think that's a good contract. Plus I just noticed he's 6'5". That's awesome. Alright guys, so it's time to start the preseason. The team is set for next year. I'm really excited to see how they do. I feel like we could maybe be outside contenders. So first line here, Johnny Gaudreau, Evgeny Malkin, Alex Wennberg get a +1. Wennberg's now an 85. I feel like there's a lot of skill on that line. Yamamoto, Beniers, and Eberle get a +2. Eberle's actually dropped down to an 82. Kind of sucks. He's got 1 year left though, so maybe he'll come cheap again. It's on the thumbnail. Beniers 83, medium league, and second line ice time. I'm hoping he can win the Calder, but he's up against Bedard and Michkov. Third line also gets a +2. McCann, Gord, and Schwartz. So I'm really hoping those 2 middle lines will play well. Brown, Appleton, Lynn, I think is a very solid fourth line. Defensively here, Giordano Letang get a +5. So even though they're older now, they're still playing like 88 and 90. I think they only have 1 year left, so yeah, we really don't have to worry about like the contract. Condre Miller's already an 83. He grew by 2 in literally a week, I think. Playing with Fabro there is also an 83, so that's pretty solid. I think Fabro there, 2 years left to grow at 25. Miller, a few years at 23. Cholowski and Cale Fleury is the bottom pair. Forgot to mention the second and third D pair also get a +1, so that looks good. Goaltending wise, DiPietro there should be the backup. Grubauer 87, DiPietro 82. So I feel like the team looking pretty solid. We got some good young players, some veterans. AHL team as well looks pretty awesome. I think they could three-peat. Evgeny Svechnikov there's an 80. Xavier Bourgault's playing first line center just because he's 75 overall, medium top 6. I want him to grow. Vesalainen there's an 81 now. I was hoping to get on the NHL team, but we needed a fourth line center, so Appleton beat him out for that role. And then everyone else was higher rated than him, or just, better fit for the fourth line like Dustin Brown. So hopefully he tears up the AHL. The rest of the AHL, Hosang's still there, he's a 79, getting a +2 on the second line. Fourth line gets a -1, it's whatever. Defensively, Carson Soucy 80, Lucas Johansson's down 81, they get a +3. I tried Johansson on the NHL team, but the other guys got better chem, plus they're higher rated. So Johansson we got for free. If he could become like an 82 or something, become an NHL defenseman for us on the cheap, that'd be awesome. Rathbone playing with Hayden Fleury. Maybe we trade Hayden Fleury. I mean, we got 380 overall defense in the AHL 2 years in. Like, we're looking pretty good there. Lozon and Green, bottom pair's not too bad either. Goaltending-wise, Ian Scott and Wallstedt. Still can't believe Minnesota let Wallstedt go. Like, they've won the first overall pick. Don't take Bedard, they take Michkov. Then they let Wallstedt go. They just don't care at all over there. So, like I said, I really like to look at this team. Excited to see how they play. Take a quick look here at offense, defense, and goaltending. We got 94 offense, 89 defense, 86 goaltending. I feel like that's a pretty solid team. Again, we'll see what happens in the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave that thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.